Hello, my Caregiver friend. I am thrilled that you are here with me today, this afternoon. I want to talk about the stresses of being a caregiver, the sacrifices that you've made. Because I know, I've been there. I know you're making a lot of sacrifices. Are you not? Put yes in the chat if you've made a lot of sacrifices since you've been dealing with this disease. Have you made a lot of sacrifices? Put yes in the chat. Everybody's perfect today, I guess. Put yes in the chat if you have made lots of sacrifices since you've been dealing with your person with dementia. Eileen says yes. Erlene. Doreen. Jennifer. Who else? Put yes in the chat if you... Connie. Connie. Blah. Mr. Flores 66 says yes. Phi says yes. Yozikan says yes. Zoe says yes. Okay, good. I mean, it's not good that you've made a lot of sacrifices, but put yes in the chat if you're kind of starting to feel the stress of the holidays coming up. Put yes in the chat if the holidays tend to stress you out a little bit. Put yes in the chat. Put yes in the chat if you are kind of feeling the stress, that you know you're going to get stressed out as it gets closer. Yeah. Maxwell says yes. I got Marguerite and Lisa says yes. How about Yumi says yes? How about put yes in the chat if you're concerned about the holidays and your person with dementia, like them being able to handle it. Put yes in the chat if you're worried about, maybe behaviors or something coming with your person with dementia. Martha says yes. Who else? Who else? Maxwell Smart says yes. Rosala says yes. Rosala's. Margaret says yes. Yeah. Do you feel like you're kind of out on this deserted island all by yourself? Do you feel like you're kind of just hanging out there on this deserted island? There's no one to help you. You're all by yourself. Put yes in the chat. Christy says yes. Yeah. Those are very common concerns. Do you want to spend time with your person with dementia on the holidays? Like, let's say you you knew that you could have a nice holiday with your person with dementia without problems. Would you want to spend the holidays with your person with dementia? Put yes in the chat. Chinville says yes, all caps. Who else? Who else would like to spend a nice holiday? A nice holiday, like not a stressful one, but a nice one. Sarah says yes. Yeah. Marita says yes. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong. Rose or Flower says yes on TikTok. Yeah. So how would it feel? How would it feel if I told you that you can? Would you feel really good if I told you that you could have a non-eventful, stress-free, happy holidays with your person with dementia? Would that be Would that be something that you would be interested in? Brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. That's exactly the right word, flower. Flower rose. Always. Chinville says always. Well, I have great news for you then, because tomorrow I'm hosting a webinar. And that's exactly what we're going to cover. It's exactly what we're going to cover. It's a webinar. It's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be about an hour and a half at 3 o'clock tomorrow on Saturday, Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make tomorrow, there is another date in December that you can sign up for. But we're going to talk about the sacrifices that you're making. We're going to talk about the stresses of the holiday. And we're going to talk about how to reduce those stresses. We're going to talk about how to include your person with dementia, how to make your life easier. How does that sound? How does that sound? Does that sound good? Put yes in the chat if that sounds pretty damn good to you. Put yes in the chat if that sounds good. Because there's only a couple of seats left. There's only a couple seats left, and I guarantee you it will sell out. So there's only a couple seats left. So if you want to go, you better get to the website and go to the events tab, and you better do it like right now and then come back. But it's not fair. It's not fair that you're dealing with this disease. It's not fair that you should miss the holidays. It's not fair that you're dealing with all of these problems and behaviors. It's not fair. But let's level the playing field, right? Let's get you some tips and ideas, because I'm full of them, on how to make the holidays better. Because I hate to say this, but you know it's true, and you know me, and I always speak the truth. This could be your last holiday with this person. It could be your last holiday with them. So let's make it a good one. Let's make it beautiful and memorable and happy and joyful and stress-free, instead of what we're kind of anticipating it might be, right? So go to the website and sign up for the How to Host a Dementia-Friendly Holiday with your person with dementia. There's 2 dates available, but one is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow at 3. And if you come, you're going to get a $200 bonus absolutely free just for coming. So it'll be automatically emailed to you. So this is the website. You go there and you go to the events tab to sign up. Because you deserve to have a stress-free, happy holiday. You deserve it. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to hand it all to you on a silver platter. It's going to be so easy. It'll blow your mind how easy it's going to be. And I guarantee you, you will walk away with several great ideas for you and your family, that's going to make your holidays so much easier, so much better, so much happier. Because you deserve to be happy, you deserve to be calm and enjoy the holiday festivities with your loved one. And that's what I want for you, as I love the holidays. I love, love, love. I only have like 2, 3 seats left, so don't wait. Don't wait. I wonder if she opened up that one seat that she... I don't know how I can tell that. Let me put you guys back over here where you belong. Yeah. So, Thank you, Nancy. She says, what you teach and show in your videos is so very important to so many. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Does anybody have any questions about the webinar tomorrow? Oh my goodness. Marita, she says, you are so great inspiration for all of who are having a loved one with mental problems. Yeah, and you know what? It's funny that you say that because a lot of people don't think of dementia as mental problems, and it is. It's neurodegeneration. This is a brain disease, so super important, super important. So does anybody have any questions about the webinar tomorrow? It's going to be about an hour and a half. I used to always schedule it for an hour, and then I would always go over. So I just automatically scheduled it for an hour and a half this time because I like to over-deliver, and I like to just give you guys as much as I possibly can to help you. How can I get my client to take a shower? Oh, Nior, don't you wish I could just explain that to you in 5-10 minutes? Takes a little bit longer than that, right? So we can't really cover that kind of a thing in a TikTok, but you can get that information in Forget Me Not, which is my best-selling book. You can get this on Amazon, or by taking the Certified Master Dementia Strategist course. Mine is vascular dementia and bipolar. Wow, you're not dealing with anything at all, are you, my dear? Well, I hope, Jimville, I hope that you come to the webinar so that you can learn some great tips from me and that you can implement them immediately. Yeah. Oh, Nior, you're very, very welcome. And I'm sorry I can't. It's just such a big topic. It's just not possible to get into, all of that in a TikTok or a Instagram Live. But I also have some great bathing videos on my YouTube channel, Answers About Alzheimer's. So, and there's also, you know what, Nior, you know what I want to tell you? The whole Certified Master Dementia Strategist course, the certification course, the whole thing is actually broken up into individual classes because some people don't want to take the whole thing. And maybe this would apply to you, Nior. But if you go to the website and you go to, let me make sure, because I want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. answersabout.alz.org. Okay. If you go to the website and you go to digital courses, okay, you go to digital courses and then you click master modules, okay? The entire certification course is broken up into 13 modules. And there is one that is bathing. It's number 10. And it's called Expert Level Bathing for a New Generation. It's $199. It says Bathing Blues. The biggest secrets of all revealed. You will be absolutely blown away when Deborah explains the bathing process for dementia, what would it do for your day if you had more success with toileting and dressing and bathing. This section is all about personal hygiene tasks. Module 10 is packed with simple and fast tricks to get your person with dementia to comply with personal hygiene tasks. Still have your doubts? Watch and learn from the master. So it's normally $249, but it's right now it's $199. So that might be something that you might want to do. It's up to you, but you can check it out if you want. I just wanted to tell you that. Because I don't usually talk about those master modules very often. Most people go right for the whole certification course. Because here's the thing, right? Like today you're dealing with this and that, and then 6 months, a month, a year from now, you're going to be dealing with other stuff. So sometimes it's best just to cover the whole thing. Oh, Thank you, Kirian said the book is called Forget Me Not. And make sure it's this cover, because there's a lot of books called Forget Me Not. Oh, excuse me. But you can get it on Amazon, or you can get it anywhere books are sold. So, listen, if you feel like you're out on this deserted island all by yourself, and a lot of my students have worded it that way. If you feel like you're a little nervous about the holidays and you want to have a successful holiday with your person with dementia, you want to include them, but you're not sure how because they have behaviors, they get crabby, you're unsure what they might do or say, how to bring that stress level down for yourself for the holidays. Because you know what? You deserve to have a nice holiday with or without your person with dementia. Maybe it isn't the best choice to spend it with them on that actual day. But we're going to talk about all that stuff in this easy, simple, fun ass webinar that we're going to have tomorrow at 3. So, I got some in my eye. So, you deserve a nice holiday. They deserve a nice holiday. So how can we merge everything together? How can we lower your stress level, increase your joy, right? Because life's too short. And I've been going through a lot. Life is too short. And I started this webinar a few years ago, and it's my favorite because you're going to learn not just how to have a great holiday gathering. It's going to give you tips for visits in the future. You're going to have some really good takeaways that will last you a very long time. And we're going to have so much fun. You guys know I like to have fun, right? I like to have fun. And the bonus, oh my God, the bonus is $200 bonus that you get for free. So, anyway, are there any questions? One of the questions that I get a lot is, what's the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia? Because there is a very, very, very big difference. So Alzheimer's is a disease, and dementia is a symptom of that disease. So there are a lot of diseases that have dementia as a symptom. So for instance, Alzheimer's is the most common. 60 to 80% of people who have dementia have Alzheimer's disease. Frontotemporal, Lewy body, vascular, Parkinson's, Pick's disease, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, Korsakoff syndrome, and there's over 100 different types of dementia. So Alzheimer's is the disease and dementia is a symptom. So if you think of if you have a cold, right? You have a cold, your symptoms of a cold are sore throat, runny nose, stuffy nose, cough, right? Those are symptoms. Dementia is a symptom of Alzheimer's disease because Alzheimer's disease is the deterioration of the brain tissue, the brain cells. The brain is actually dying. And so when the brain cells die, that's when we have dementia symptoms. So dementia symptoms can be anywhere from fluctuations in mood and personality. It can be hallucinations. It can be anger. It can be unwillingness or unable to socialize and self-withdrawal. Communication problems. I mean, it's just anything that your brain does, right? Which is everything. Problems with movement and interpreting their environment. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So, so that's the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia. Let's see. Do we have any? Wait to see if we got some questions today. You guys are pretty quiet. Let's see. Did anybody sign up for the webinar tomorrow? It's going to be so fun. Oh my God. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your junk mail and your, oh, yep, we got another one. So there's only a couple seats left, so don't screw around, because you'll be bumming. You be bumming. My son's father is throwing everything out. Is that normal? There is no normal for dementia. Everything is abnormal and everything is normal. Honey Badger. Oh my God, Honey Badger. My whole family calls me Honey Badger. Oh my God, that's hysterical. So here's what I would do. Get over there, and anything that's valuable or that you don't want destroyed, you gotta take it, right, and put it somewhere else. But it can be normal. People can be hoarders. They can be the opposite. They can be hoarders and not want to throw anything out. Or they could just start throwing everything out because they don't understand the value of anything anymore, or the purpose, or what it's used for, right? Like people with dementia, they might be like, they don't even know what this is used for. Even if they can find the word pen, they might not know what it's used for. So if they don't understand, if they think that this is just something that's useless, I might as well clean out my house, right, and throw it out. I remember once I was training in a assisted living and memory care and independent living. It was a huge class. This was way, way, way back when. And one of the nurses' aides, oh my God, she was so good. She really naturally just caught on to dementia. She was so good. And she was walking down the hallway, and she said there was a lady, and she was holding a banana, and she was looking at it. And the aide stopped and asked her, "Can I help you?" And she goes, "What do I do with this? What do I do with this?" And the aide said, "You eat it. You eat it." And so she looked at it and she goes, "Oh," and she pulled it open and peeled it and ate it just like that. Like she went from, I don't even know what this is or what I'm supposed to do with it, and just that saying you eat it clicked in her head. It's so interesting how the brain works. So sometimes the brain can make the connection, and sometimes it can't because of those dead cells. But what's interesting is, because you may wonder, you may think my person with dementia is stubborn, or they, I know they can do it because they did it yesterday, or I know they can do it because they did it a freaking hour ago. Now they're claiming they can't do it, or struggling, or whatever. They're just trying to push my buttons. It's not true. So what happens is, the brain makes the connection in order to perform a task, right? If the signal gets to one of those dead brain cells or a dead area of the brain, it can just stop, and then they're not able to do anything. But why is it that sometimes they can and sometimes they can't, and they kind of fluctuate back and forth? The brain is so miraculous. If it hits a concrete wall and it can't go any further because of that dead brain cell, the brain will actually try to reroute in order to get the information across. It will try to find a back door, if you will, or an alternate route like your GPS. And sometimes it can make it, and sometimes it can't. That's why your person with dementia sometimes can and sometimes cannot perform a certain task. They're not being lazy. My mom wants to leave her house. She thinks she lives elsewhere. This has been going on for a month. Yes, Mimi, this is a very, very common problem and occurrence with people with Alzheimer's or dementia. So what's happening is, does your mom have Alzheimer's disease? Do you know? Was she diagnosed with Alzheimer's? Can you put it in the chat? So typically, If she has been diagnosed, yes, okay, so she has Alzheimer's. People who have Alzheimer's disease, they start traveling back in time. That's why they can remember shit from 50 years ago, but they can't remember what they had for lunch today. So she is more than likely living between the ages of 14 and 24 years old. So think about your mom. If she thinks that she's in between and she's living her memories, what she can access in her brain is between the ages of 14 and 24, what house does she think she lives in? So it would be the house probably from her childhood. So when she looks around and she doesn't recognize where she is, that's terrifying. Think about it. If you woke up one day and you were like, where the hell am I? Right? She's more than likely looking for that where she lived during that age group. But regardless, she doesn't recognize her surroundings. So the more you tell her she is home or this is your home, you're just going to upset her even more. And you don't want to do that because that'll just make the situation worse. So just pretend that you're having a girls' weekend. You know, you came over for the day, we're having a party, whatever. They're working on the house because, a water main broke on the street, so I can't take you home right now. Or they're painting for the holidays, so we'll go tomorrow. I was hoping you could come and hang out with me. So just make sure that you're kind of playing along, right? You got to come up with these lovable lies, right? Lovable lies, that's the way to go. So these are all these things that we've kind of talked about so far today are all things that we cover in the Certified Master Dementia Strategist course. You can become an expert in dementia, like an expert. And it's all guaranteed. Guaranteed to love it or your money back. But anyway, for now, I just want to kind of tell you, don't forget to pick up a copy of Forget Me Not. And by the way, if you're able to, because this runs about $20, if you are in a position where you could buy more than one copy, I highly recommend buy more than one, donate one to your library, to your nursing home, to your favorite aide, to a memory care unit, neurologist office, your regular doctor's office, the nurse, the social worker there, because they will absolutely love this. Don't bake them a tray of cookies this year. Pick them up a copy of this and give it to them and ask them to read it. Can you let me know when you are getting ready for another course to take? I dare you. Okay, Dylan. So right now, the course is all online, so you can take it whenever you want. You can take it at your own pace, which I think is genius. It's awesome. The book title is Forget Me Not. Forget Me Not. So if you want to take the course, you have to book a call with Sam because we don't just open it up to the general public because we want to make sure that you're going to get what you need out of it. So you have to book a call with Sam at the website, top right corner. But if you are if you're worried about the holidays, if you want to make this holiday special, which I'm sure you all do, and if you want to reduce your stress and find out how to include your person with dementia safely, easily, stress-free, I have got so many wonderful tips for you. Because I want you to have a wonderful holiday. I want you to have a wonderful holiday. And I want it to be realistic, right? So I'm not going to be, it's all poo-poo, candy canes and Rudolph reindeer noses, because that's not realistic. But I want you to get to the point where you can relax, you can have a good time, you can include your person with dementia, or you can choose not to include them and not feel guilty about it. So let's have a no guilt, no stress holiday. And these are some really easy skills that you can take on with you for the rest of your life. Yeah, you give great advice and a lot of interesting info to learn about, even if we have no one with it. Well, good, I'm glad, because you'll probably run across somebody who does, and you can say, hey, I met this chick, she's got this great book out there, oh my God, you should look her up on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever, oh my God. So, there's only a couple seats left. I should probably check. There's only a couple seats left for the webinar tomorrow at 3, and you get a $200 bonus free. Another seat is gone. You get a $200 bonus for free. So, can repeat, I came now around. Deirdre Core Gab. I was just talking about tomorrow's holiday webinar that we're having on how to host a stress-free dementia holiday with your person with dementia. It's a webinar. It's tomorrow at 3. And if you're interested, you go to this website and you go to the events tab to register. Go to the events tab. I'm a caregiver and I'm very disappointed that the family isn't celebrating Christmas. Oh, I know that's so hard. When you work in senior living and you know that there's certain people that are being left out, it's really sad. Like, you know, families come and pick people up and they take them out for it's really sad. It is. I've seen it. I've been there. It's rough. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. My mom lost touch with reality about 20 years into the past, and that really affected me. Yeah. So, Diva, join her where she is, and see if you can kind of find some fun and joy in that, right? So, like, if she thinks you're a little kid, like, ask her, what do you love about, like, she probably doesn't know it's you. So let's say your name is, let's say it's Debbie, right? What do you love about your daughter, Debbie? Right? And see what she has to say about you, like how she felt back then, right? As a mom, like, you can really have some fun with it when they're living in the past. You can have some fun with it. Yeah. Okay, my friends, there's only a couple seats left for tomorrow's webinar. I hope you join me. If tomorrow does not work for you, go to the events tab anyway, because there's another date in December. Sign up for December, because that one's filling up quickly also. Okay? Oh, I did go with her on that. Oh, wonderful, Diva. That's great. You're doing a great job. So, my friend, you are doing a wonderful job. I'm glad you're here. I hope to see you tomorrow, and we're going to have an awesome, awesome day. Mwah! Love you. Bye.